I'm really excited to show you this new game I've been playing secret for a while, and I want to explain it to you because it's awesome. It's play to earn. It's about trains, and I'm excited for that. It's called Train of the Century. You are a conductor basically running the trains, and you can earn Tokium in their metaverse by going through and going to different stations. There's also going to be time traveling, which is awesome in the future because I love time traveling. Time traveling, space, all that kind of stuff. I'm in. So I really like this, and it's nice because you'll be able to have multiple trains in the future. I'm going to show you this game, and it's still beta, and I think it's still really polished. The artwork is exquisite. There's no other word to say it. It's just amazing. They did really good with all the art and everything. Whoever did all that is really good. With all that said, let's go and open some packs, and then we're going to jump in and show you the game. And the good thing is, even with it being in beta, you can start playing today. All right, we got some packs to open. I'm excited for this. Let's get some good stuff. I want to thank Train of the Century for sponsoring this video. Of course, this is not financial advice. As always, I'm just a gamer. And yeah, we're going to unbox this and get some nice stuff. Let's do this. Come on, Mythic. 0.20. Check it out. Okay. Rule the rails. We got an epic. All right. An epic locomotive, which is great. Nice. It's got a hauling power of 6. That's great. Then we got a common. And we got an uncommon. That's really good to start off getting the epic right away. Let's go ahead and jump in here and check this out here. 2 uncommons and a common. Not the best pack there, but it happens. It happens. Let's go ahead and check out. Those are the locomotive packs. We now have a rail pack, rail cart pack, and a commodity pack to open. So we're going to start with the rail cart. Mythic. Can we get the mythic? Let's go. One-time mythic. I've never got a mythic in any of these games. Legendary has been the highest I've gotten. So it's time, right? It's time. Let's do this. Hit me. Okay. We got rare. 2 rares. All right, we got a tank car. That's nice. That'll hold your liquid and gas. Box car. So you're basically building a train in this game and sending them. And the tank cars are nice because they'll help hold some of the material. The rail cars and the commodities are very big because those are the things that is going to get you the money part. Or we say Tokium in Train of the Century. There's 27 in this one. Come on. Rare. Lots of commons. Uncommon. Rare. Okay. Uncommons. Epic. Laptop. Nice. Ooh, another epic and an uncommon. Nice. So we'll need Trollium. So that's good. And then we got that. That's good. I'm a little worried about the epic car because I don't think I can hold cars, and I got a bunch of cars in this pack. All right, there we go. So taking a look, we can't hold cars, unfortunately. We would need the small auto rack, which is here, and it's $63, and I'm trying to be careful with spending right now, so don't want to pick that up yet, but that's going to be a future purchase of mine. I'm hoping to pick this up because we got 1 epic and 2 green cars, so we want to fill them in the rail cars so we can transport them and, you know, make more Tokium. Now let's kind of dive in, and I'm going to start from the beginning. So don't worry, game is going to be great for you. You can see the map is huge. You can see the blue dot, that's where I'm at. All you do is put your mouse around there and start scrolling in, and you'll get to where you are. You're thrown in a random train station to start, and then you're going to be going through and moving your train. First, though, you need to build your train. I'm going to click on here, and we're going to choose Edit Train. This is my current train structure, but we now have some upgrades. My conductor, I'm going to leave alone. He's Billy Clover, and he's very good for an uncommon. So if you're looking to get started, I recommend picking him because he can operate some heavy trains, and he also has a luck factor. Luck factor is really nice because you can get extra rewards. The conductor is going to be your main guy driving the train. They have different attributes that'll help you out. This gives you a quick idea of what the car looks like when it's a conductor and everything that's on it. You'll have the conductor's perk, their boost, this one's speed, and it's 5, so that gives you an idea. Conductor level, if it's 1, 2, or 3 gears, and that's going to depend on the type of locomotive train you're going to have. Now this might sound a little confusing at the start, but don't worry, it's not hard and you'll get it. The portal pass is something that you activate later on, and you'll be able to go ahead and time travel with your conductor after you reach certain milestones in game. So like I said, I went with Billy Clover because it's good for an uncommon. Next we got a locomotive. I can click on my locomotive and I can change it. I'm gonna show you here real quick. This is the Kodiak. He's got a hauling power of 3 down here. And the new one I got is really nice. It is this one here, and it's a hauling power of 6. So that means I can hold a lot more weight inside my rail cars, which is great. It's an epic, so that's going to definitely make a difference. And the train is 2 gears instead of 3, because Billy Clover, my conductor, can handle anything that's up to 3 gears. We're going to click this, and we're going to equip this one. Then we're going to click the check mark and check again. And it's just going to go on the blockchain real quick and make sure that it's set. Now I can click edit train again and I have my locomotive. Now I have 2 rail cars, so we're going to go ahead and add some. Before we do that, I would like to go ahead and get more rail cars. So these are the 3 main things you have. You have the conductor, the locomotive, and the rail car. And then you can put things inside the rail cars to transport around. So if we're on this screen here, down here, the wheel, this button here shows your wallet and what's currently in your wallet. And you can scroll through and see what everything is. You can even use scroll wheel, it's awesome. Next, you have the track. This feature is not active yet. This will show all your active trains and their lines, so you can get an idea of any of them need to be moving and they've reached their destination. Then you could send them somewhere else. The top ones here is the in-game market. First thing you'll be able to do is buy fuel. You want to make sure you check your locomotive. Now the one we had was diesel and the one we just got is diesel, so we're kind of lucky there. All you do is hit the plus or minus for how much you want. 100's fine. I click purchase. It's going to cost 20 tokium. And that's it. It's added to my fuel. So you can also go through and upgrade. When you go to upgrades, these are your rail cars. You start with 1 rail car. So you can equip 1, and that's where your tokium is going to start coming in, by the rail car slots, because that's huge in the equation on figuring out how much you make each turn. So you want to unlock these as you can. I currently have 3, and I'm going to unlock another one here. So it costs 20 tokium. So if we go down to the bottom left, we can see tokium 938. So we don't have 20,000 tokium. What I could do is go to Alcor, exchange, and buy some. So I go on exchange, I type tokium up top here. Here it is. Click here. And once it's selected, I'll go ahead and choose someone that's selling. And they're not selling as much as I need. We'll go ahead and select this one because this one has enough. And we're going to buy 20,000. Woo, 20,000. 63 wax. Let's go ahead and do this. There we go. We got it. So now we can go back and the token will reload automatically. There it goes. It's really good. Not all games can automatically refill like this, but this one does. Lovely. So let's go ahead and purchase this. We're going to click on this rail car and it's going to say, are you sure you want to upgrade slot 3? 20,000. Accept. And there we go. So the next one will be 25, 30, 35, 40. We are all set. Remember, you start with 1, so you can get started with just the regular. And the commons and uncommons to get started in this game are very affordable. So those are those 3 buttons. This button, I'm not really sure what it does yet. Maybe it changes centuries. I don't know. We'll have to kind of see. I think that's more of the time travel thing. So we'll have to see what that does then. Or maybe it toggles through trains when there's multiple. We'll have to see. So now we got our extra rail. So what we're going to do is click on our station again. Anytime you want to work on your train, you got to click on the station and choose Edit Train. So here we are. We're going to go to Rail Cars and click on here. And now we're going to equip 2 more rail cars. Now I'm going to go put both of the rares because we got rares. So let's do it. So that's one and the other. And they can hold a lot. I just noticed they can hold a whole lot. We'll go ahead and accept and accept. All right, we got that set up. Now we're going to go ahead and choose edit again. And now we're going to fill up the rail cars. If you ever make a mistake like I just did, just click off and it goes away and go back in. Let's go back here. So we got a rail car here selected. We're going to choose load dock. And it's going to say what we can put in here, 150. All right, let's do it. We'll click here, and it's going to bring up the commodities that we can put in. 25, 50, 75, 100, 125, 150. So that actually fills up the whole car. We'll go ahead and accept and accept. And now I'll go ahead and set that up. We do have another one. However, I think we're out of stuff for it. I didn't think about it, but yeah, it holds 150. So we could take a look on here and see what we can do. We could go under commodities. And for now, we're just going to go with the cheaper stuff here. So we're going to just get 6 of these because they're 25 each. Then we're just going to load up the commodities on this rail one. And we're up to 150, 150. And we are all set. You want to keep an eye on the haul weight total because my hauling power is 6, so I can hold up to 600. So we've used half of the rail cars, and we're not even halfway. So we're okay there. So there's a lot of strategy in this game to make sure you are putting the right stuff, the right places to maximize how you're doing. And we have another video in the future explaining more about that, where we get a little technical into the stats and talk about best ROI and everything like that. So don't worry, that is going to be coming later on. We're going to go ahead and select here, and we're going to go ahead and just say okay. And my train is pretty good to go right now. So what we want to do now is just simply send the train. All you do is click on your station. This will pop up again and choose next stop. Now you get to choose where you want to go. You want to be careful because you don't want to go backwards. If you're going backwards, your fuel is twice as much, and there's really no point. It's always good to be moving forward. Keep an eye on your diesel down here or coal, depending on what kind of train you are running. And you should be good by going to the right one. So I always look on the map and see where there's. So this one has some options. This has options. This has options. When you are going through and purchasing a locomotive, I recommend to try to get at least an uncommon. That way your distance is further. Because if you have a distance of 20, you get stuck sometimes. So you want to try to look for a decent distance. So for example, this is the one that I got, the locomotive, the Kodiak, because it can go 4, which is 40 miles. Originally, I had this one here, and it was only able to go 20 miles. And I didn't notice in the beginning, but after I started riding it really got hard to always pick new places, and I had to backtrack. Now, the prices from the commons to uncommons is not much of a difference, so I would definitely go for the uncommon here. Of course, that always changes, you know, especially once this game gets popular. Once it catches on, I'm sure it's going to be the next thing. That's why I'm doing a video on it. So now we go ahead and click here and we choose next stop, and we're gonna go ahead and choose where we wanna go. We're gonna choose here. Now this is gonna show you your commodity rates. Currently they're all at 100% because they're calculating them, but soon there's gonna be different values for different stops. So you'll be able to make more by going to a different area, and that's gonna really influence your choices more. The cool thing about this game is there's also land available, which is stations. And I'm considering getting one off of Atomic Hub. Basically, anytime someone uses the station, depending on the rarity, they would make a percentage of that. 1% for commons, 3% for uncommons, and then it goes up like 5, 8, and then more on the top end. So the idea of stations is pretty awesome. Plus, you're going to be able to upgrade the stations and do some other things as well. So since all these rates are the same right now, you don't have to really worry about that until they change, but they will be changing. So now I just go ahead and hit dispatch, and my train is going to go ahead and get locked in, and now it's traveling. It's going to say 1 hour and 34 minutes. The cool thing is, if you have other tabs open, it says 1 hour 34 minutes. Just click in once in a while and I'll refresh, and then you'll be able to keep an eye on it. You can scroll in and you can scroll out. They have here James Park as well, Choo Choo Draw. They do drawings in the game for Tokium. You can click on it and enter. It'll open in a new tab, and you just choose Enter James Park and log in with your wallet. And it's kind of like a little mini game inside where you can go ahead and put entries in for a drawing. So this is for a whitelist card for packs, and I put in for here. So now I just got to wait till they're drawn. I have a 1% chance, and we'll see if I win. When you're done here, all you do is go ahead and hit log out and then close the tab, and then you're back in the regular game. So there's a lot of land here, and remember, this is just the first century, so who knows what's going to happen as time changes. Are we going to go to a future place, time in the past? You don't know. I'm excited to see as the game expands. Going over the white paper just a little more to give you a little more information about rail cars. The capacity will show you here, so it shows 50, and then the different commodity types will show here. So each rail car holds 2 different types of materials to transport, and it can hold up to 50. Of course, if you get a higher rarity, you can hold more on each car. For example, we had the rare cars, and instead of 50, it was able to hold 150. It was great. Huge increase, I'm sure. And then when you look at commodities, there is volume and weight. When you're looking at how much a rail car can hold, it's in volume. So you're going to be using the volume to add that up. So this might weigh 30, but it only takes 10 of volume. So you'd be able to put 5 of these in the rail car I just showed you. The weight is going towards the total, and that all has to be less than the hauling power for all your cars combined. So example, if you have a hauling power of 4, you can hold 400 weight inside all your railing cars combined. The higher the rarity, the higher the hauling power. Here's a quick look at what the information is going to look like with dispatch when the rates are available. They'll give you an idea of the multiplier for each station. And here are some formulas that are there in case you're kind of curious at how everything works. There are also NPC encounters. There's 3 of them. There's Oil Zone Auto, the Mysterious Stranger, who I have met a few times, and Transporter Thomas. Oil Zone Auto is going to sell you parts for your Century train, which is going to be something in the future that's coming. So then you can travel through time. The Mysterious Stranger stops you randomly and gives you extra Tokium. Pretty sweet. And then Transporter Thomas, he's going to be lore-based. He offers passengers and other lore-building NFTs to the railroaders. You also have special runs called Golden Runs. Golden Runs are unique opportunities where you discover a rare, possibly one-of-a-kind NFT because you did something first with the combination of cars you're using. So you could have a special conductor, special car, special locomotive, and all those things, and you do a certain route, and all of a sudden you unlock something and you can get an NFT that's really rare. And then other people can get a similar one if they figure it out later, but it's not the one of a kind. There is a how-to guide if you want to get a little more. I'll link that down below. And of course, there's Medium. Their Medium's very good and everything. So I'll go ahead and link all this stuff down below if you want to check it out. Also, I'll have my Discord down there and their Discord. Feel free to join either of them if you have any questions or if you'd like to enter any of my weekly NFT giveaways. I'll try to go ahead and also give away some Train of the Century. Usually how I do is I have a weekly giveaway and the winner I ask what games they play, and then I try to give them something in that area. So let me show you what happens once it is complete. The countdown's going to go, and then you're going to go ahead and be able to claim Tokium. This is the one before I upgraded my train, so I'm going to be getting a lot more now, but this is what it was before. Shows claim, you go ahead and click on it, and it comes up. I've arrived, and then we get a reward. There we go. Distance was 36. It took 2.5 hours. We got 63.6 Tokium, which was the most I've got so far, so that's a good one. And I can't wait to see what it's like with my new ones. Then again, you just go to next stop and send it. Here's an updated version of going through and claiming the Tokium with my car. I made a few modifications with some things in other rail carts, but other than that, everything else is the same. Let's see how we do. Go ahead and click claim. And this was a pretty far ride as well. Boom, 332 Tokium in one run. That's over one wax. That's amazing. And now I can save this up and I can start working towards opening up some more rail cars. I hope I see you in the game, and thanks so much for watching.